Hi and welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about something called circuit topology, and that's just how components are laid out in a circuit. There's lots of different ways you can lay out components. There's some configurations that are sort of normal and they're good to know. Perhaps you've heard the term series and parallel circuits before. These are two types of arrangements for components in a circuit. So we're going to take a look at these two. They're sort of the two best ones to start with to sort of start understanding how you put different components together. So we'll go in order. Series circuits. Suppose we have a power supply and it's connected to some light bulbs. This is an example of a series circuit. The important thing to note about a series circuit is all the components are connected in a line, end to end. One light bulb ends, it goes to this other light bulb, and we go through that. Take that in contrast to this next circuit, a parallel circuit. See the difference? In that circuit, all the components aren't connected end to end. You wouldn't be able to say, start with your pen at one point in the circuit, walk all the way through all the components, getting back to where you started. In this circuit, we have two components in parallel. They're next to each other. They're connected to the same space up here, same space down here. A couple things we can notice about these circuits. In this circuit, we have some voltage at the source, and we don't really know what the voltages are in the circuit, but we know across the two, we have this source voltage, but that's not really helpful. Although because it is a series circuit, we know whatever current the source is providing is the current going all the way through the loop and through both of the lights. By contrast, in the parallel circuit, we know there's some current coming out of the source, but some of that current is going this way, and some of that current is going that way. And we don't really know how it's broken up, so we don't know how much current's going in each. But if we have a voltage, since this is one node up here and this is one node down here, we know the voltage across each light bulb is the same, and that voltage is equal to the source. So those are sort of the things that when you start to look at the circuits and you start to look at the topology and how things are connected, you can start to notice those details, and that'll help you figure out, well, what you can figure out. The last thing I'll say about these, just as is, there's a notation that you can use to sort of write down what a circuit is without having to draw out the circuit schematic. Take, for example, the series circuit. We gotta label these. This will be light 1, and this will be light 2. And over here, this will be light 1, and that will be light 2. So now, the series circuit. Just the lights. How do we write that? Well, we could say light 1 is in series. This symbol means in series, 2 dashes, to light 2. So if you wrote this and you gave it to someone, they should be able to understand that this is a circuit you're referring to. This doesn't have the information about the source, but at least the 2 lights. For a parallel circuit, light 1 is parallel with light 2. And remember, this just applies to the lights, doesn't apply to the source. So I'm going to draw another one, slightly more complicated. We saw a parallel circuit, we saw a series circuit. Circuits are never going to be that simple. Let's draw something a little bit bigger. All right, here's another circuit. If you're following along, you might sort of see that this kind of looks like the 2 circuits we just talked about combined into one. And that's exactly what we're going for. We'll have a V source, lights 1, 2, and 3. Lights 1 and 2 are tied end to end, so they look like they're in series. But light 3 ties to the same points as the ends of that string and back to the source, and that kind of looks like it's in parallel. And that's exactly what's going on. What we could do if we want is write this out with the expressions from before. It's going to look a little something like this. Lights 1 and 2 are in series. That's this section. This section is then in parallel with light 3. That expression represents this circuit. And then you could take this as far as you want. You could have 20, 30, 100 components, and you could write them all out like that. That pretty much concludes the definition of series and parallel circuits. Be sure to tune in to some of our later videos. We're going to talk about series and parallel circuits with resistors, capacitors, inductors, and a mix of all three. All right, we'll see you next time.